Hello, kamusta na kayo guys? Grabe itong napanood ko guys. Mga ginagawa ng mga Chinese na pamimeke ng mga pagkain. Nakakabahala na talaga ang business practices nila. Maunawaan ko pa ang pamimeke nila ng mga gamit, mga technology, at mga branded na mga bagay. Pero ang hindi ko lubos maunawaan kung bakit pati pagkain ay pinipeke nila. Ganito na ba sila kadesperado na kumita ng pera? Hindi nila iniisip ang kapakanan ng ibang mga tao. Hindi ko na patatagalin pa. At panoorin na natin to. Let's go! So yung unang aalamin natin ay yung paano nila ginagawa ang fake beef.
This is actual footage of fake beef's production process in the factory. Would you eat such meat? Let's begin with the fake beef that you saw at the beginning of the video. Due to the high cost of beef, which is approximately 160 to 180 yuan, 22 to 26 USD per kilogram, businesses often cut costs by using cheaper meats such as chicken, duck, or pork with.
So dahil sa sobrang mahal ng beef, hinahaluan nila ng chicken, pork, or duck meat. Kumbaga dinadaya talaga nila mga consumers, tapos pinapalabas nila na beef. Paano kaya nila ginagawa yun?
Cost around 20 yuan, 3 USD per kilogram, to create synthetic meat. To enhance the beef flavor, they add ingredients like beef essence or beef tendons. After these ingredients are mixed and marinated, gelatin is then added to mimic the texture of beef, making it chewy and
Para siyang goma. Tapos minamasa talaga nila.
elastic. Some manufacturers even craft a beef-like surface texture, making it hard to distinguish from real beef. Other sellers use leftover beef scraps, such as lymph nodes and internal organs, to produce fake beef. These low-cost scraps are ground into mincemeat, mixed with additives to produce synthetic minced meat, fooling consumers into thinking it's real minced beef. To cut even more costs, some unscrupulous businesses opt for using meat from deceased cows or aged sows to make fake beef.
Ito kaya yung mga double dead. Diba? Hinahalo nila. Wala talagang itong mga Chinese.
To fake beef's color resemble fresh beef, they add coloring agents such as carmine and nitrates. There are even some reckless merchants who simply combine eggs and starch or use plant protein to create a kind of composite meat. They then add various additives to make this substance closely resemble real beef in appearance and texture, though it contains no meat at all.
Fake beef is everywhere. Can you believe it? When you order a dish of boiled beef or stir-fried beef at a restaurant, what you might be consuming may not be real beef. Today, let's take a closer look at the type of fake beef that has dominated the restaurant industry for over a decade. That is Mongolian meat. When you hear Mongolian meat, you might be thinking of Mongolian beef, but there's actually no beef in here. This Mongolian meat comes in 3 different grades. The lowest grade contains stuck meat and a bunch of additives, priced at 6 to 8 yuan. The mid-range option includes some pork and duck meat, along with a heap of additives, priced between 8 to 10 yuan. The high-grade version consists of pork and a bunch of additives, priced around 10 to 15 yuan.
So hindi naman to fake na hindi naman pagkain. Kumbaga pagkain pa rin siya, pero yung beef, hindi gawa sa pure beef. Gawa siya sa pork, sa duck, or sa mga chicken, or pwede sa mga double dead.
The man in the video reveals that a bag of Mongolian meat contains 2 smaller bags, enough for 2 servings. The cost of 1 portion of restaurant-served boiled beef is 5 yuan, while they sell it to you for 58 yuan per bowl, allowing the owner to make a profit of 50 yuan. What's more, we can see that the list of ingredients on the packaging of Mongolian meat includes pork scraps, duck scraps, phosphate, sodium citrate, carrageenan, and other additives. It's all additives. In this next video, the man claims to
Maginalo pa nila ng gelatin. Yun yung carrageenan. Kumbaga yung texture, para magaya nila yung texture ng beef.
have bought fake beef in Chaonanyu Street in Guangzhou.
People nowadays are truly clever. They can fake just about anything, and the fakes look so convincing. They've made the tendon, they've got the real color. It's honestly hard for the naked eye to see through. When I bought it at the store,
Oo nga naman, ang hirap mo ma-distinguish yan, lalo na pag ikaw tourist pupunta sa China. Ako, mahirapan ako magtiwala na kumain sa mga Chinese restaurant dito.
the salesperson claimed it was prime beef. After cutting it, you can't tear it apart.
Sure.
No idea what kind of glue they use. Cut it open and you'll see. The white part is the glue.
Glue.
If you try burning it with a lighter, it actually catches fire.
Wow.
And it produces a smell just like burning plastic. They're selling this kind of beef for 1 to 200 yuan for half a kilogram.
How is fake beef jerky made? As the video shows, first, a mold of the beef jerky is created. Once the mold is ready,
Ano to? Plastic?
it is disassembled and refined into a perfect shape. Then the mold is cleaned. After that, the ingredients for the fake beef are prepared. Following this, the jerky is baked. Once cooked, the fake beef jerky is removed and then it undergoes a second coloring and glazing. Finally, the fake beef jerky is completed. Have you ever witnessed the production process?
Ito naman yung mga ipagawa ng plastic rice daw. Grabe naman to, pati rice. Gagawin plastic, paano kung makain mo to? Saan pupunta? Pwede ka pa magka-cancer dito.
Of plastic rice. You'll see white plastic continuously being conveyed into a machine, which then extrudes dough-like substances from the other end. The dough-like object is then put into another machine, and after undergoing processes like wire drawing and threading, the machine produces shiny plastic rice. The same goes in this video. An unidentified gel-like substance is poured into the machine, and what comes out from the other end is rice. Even the popular self-heating rice products that have gained popularity in recent years have their hidden surprises.
The rice you can find in the supermarket is usually crystal clear, with distinct grains. In contrast, the rice in self-heating meals appear like long,
Masama nito pag makain mo. O sige, yung plastic na to, kahit 50% na or 30% lang i-mix nila sa tunay na bigas, hindi mo talaga mahalata kasi magkakulay sila diba? Grabe. Basta kumita lang sila kumita ng napakalaki, talagang gagawin nila ang hindi nararapat.
thread like strands. If you look closely, you'll even notice some tiny bubbles within, forming irregular elliptical strands.
So it turns out that what's being sold is not real rice, but reconstituted rice, which is made primarily from rice, wheat, and cornstarch. Seasonings and food additives are then added, and after
So meron naman isa, reconstituted rice naman ang tawag niya. Hinahaluan, hindi siya pure rice, kumbaga may halo din na iba mga starch na
a certain proportion is determined, the mixture is ground, then processed through extrusion and puffing to form something that looks similar to regular rice. However, because many nutrients are lost during the production process, it's not recommended for long-term consumption. Lately, there is even a type of rice marketed as natural green rice. It claims to be a specialty from northeast China, but many people from that region have only become aware of it in the last 2 years. The quality of this green rice, which is advertised as free from colorants and additives, have been the subject of numerous blogger reviews.
I bought some all-natural, non-artificially colored bamboo rice, which cost me 16.5 yuan per kilogram. This is the most expensive rice I've purchased so far. Let's take a look at its ingredients list. It includes corn flour, spinach flour, mulberry leaf powder, fresh bamboo leaf powder, and water. The ingredient list has anything but rice.
The blogger mentioned that this kind of rice looks fresh after cooking, but its color is a bit faded. After cooking, it sticks together like glue, forming a solid mass. The texture when eating is similar to chewing on glue. It could even dislodge your dentures. Fake eggs. The raw
parang ka kumain ng plastic, dumidikit to sa sa pustiso. Pag may pustiso ka, didikit. Ito naman yung fake eggs, pati itlog pinipegin nila. Paano kayo nalang gagawa yun? Ang hirap-hirap gawin ng itlog. ipapasok mo dito. Tingnan natin kung paano ginagawa, no?
Is full of surprises, as even eggs can be faked. A woman showcased the fake eggs that she bought, noting they're often cracked in the middle, unlike the intact appearance of normal eggs. The egg whites and shells of fake eggs are darker in color. The most distinctive feature is that the yolks of fake eggs are often a single uniform mass, rather than being dispersed naturally. This may be due to the addition of thickeners, and the ununiformed appearance of yolk color is achieved through coloring or other chemical methods. The woman expressed concern, showing that these eggs lack any flavor and are entirely spoiled when opened. The production process of fake egg is rather puzzling, primarily involving the mixture of various compounds. These compounds have no nutritional value, and long-term consumption can cause harm to the body.
Wow.
The first step is creating fake eggs, as to make the egg white.
Yung gagawin, parang glue. Yung egg white.
Sodium alginate is mixed with
Yun parang, eto yung egg yolk.
water to form a solution, the base for the egg white. The solution is stirred continuously until it thickens into a substance resembling egg white.
Ay, grabe.
The egg yolk
Mukha na talagang itlog.
is made similarly, but with the addition of colorants like lemon, yellow to the sodium alginate solution. This colorful solution is then poured into specially designed molds and solidified in a calcium chloride solution. The eggshell is formed from a mixture of calcium carbonate and other materials placed in molds to achieve the shape of an eggshell. I purchased
Grabe. Paano kaya kumakain ng ano to, kamag-anak mo, o yung mga mahal mo sa buhay? Pwede magka-cancer. Ito naman sunod, fake fish. Or fake seafoods, pati seafoods, pag naano pala, no?
this at the Super Pink Night Market in Changsha. The stall is called Lao Jai Little Seafood, and the sea cucumber is priced at 96 yuan per half a kilogram. Did you think this was sea cucumber? I ate quite a bit before realizing that something was amiss. This is fake sea cucumber made from fish mold, but sold as seafood. There have been reports of a well-known restaurant in Dalian which used sponge as a substitute for sea cucumber.
Sponge, go as a
A
sponge.
tourist in Lizhou, Shandong, bought seafood for 60 yuan per half a kilo, only to discover the crab legs appeared to be stuffed with gluten. This man spent 400 yuan on mantis shrimp, only to find them hollow and filled with water upon opening. Tofu, a highly popular and nutritious food, is generally considered a natural product, so normally one should not worry about buying fakes, right? Surprisingly, fake tofu has also appeared in China. Some types of fake tofu are extremely hard with no elasticity when pressed by hand. This type of tofu is suspected to contain industrial gypsum with a significantly excessive chemical content, potentially posing carcinogenic risk when consumed excessively.
Carcinogenic, ibig sabihin cancerous. Industrial type pa yung ginamit ng mga ingredients. Ibig sabihin ito yung mga ginagamit sa mga sa mga gamit. Hindi pang tao, hindi pang consume. Hindi pang pagkain. Grabe ito ka brutal itong mga Chinese. Hindi man lahat, no?
Another variety of fake tofu appears white and tasty but emits a lime powder odor.
Pati ba naman tofu? Eh, ang tofu, ang mura-mura na. Pipikain mo pa.
This suggests the use of whitening agents, which may adversely affect one's health if consumed in excess. Some unscrupulous merchants even add gelatin during tofu production, making it impossible to soften even after prolonged cooking, and is generally unpleasant to eat. There's also tofu with an unusually smooth cut surface, devoid of tofu's natural honeycomb texture, suggesting the addition of co-glutants. This type of tofu won't soften even after long periods of cooking. That even tea leaves can be counterfeited. A video showcases a woman demonstrating the process of scenting tea leaves. Pour this fragrance water into a measuring cup, open the air compressor switch, aim the nozzle inside the tea leaf container, and spray some fragrance water into the container while stirring the tea leaves. This is a process of adding fragrance. The end results are finely misted tea leaves. This is what we call fragrance tea. To enhance their appearance, some unethical businesses add artificial colorants to tea leaves during processing. There have been reports of lead chrome green being added to green tea, giving it more of a vibrant green appearance. However, this colorant is an industrial pigment that is toxic in nature and should not be used as a food additive. Manufacturers also add sugar to tea leaves, aiming to improve the glossiness and sweetness of the dry tea. The sugars used include edible sugars and artificial sweeteners. Some merchants even make use of inferior materials to substitute for higher quality ones, creating blends that are difficult for the average consumer to distinguish. The most common example of this is blending of lower quality Tieguanyin tea. Tieguanyin, a tea plant variety and also a name for a specific tea making process, often includes blends of other varieties similar to Tieguanyin, particularly among many of the cheaper options available on the market.
So yun yung mga pagkain na pinipeke ng mga Chinese. Pero sa tingin ko hindi lang yun ang ginagawa nilang peke. So mag-ingat na lang tayo, lalo na pagpupunta tayo sa mga Chinese restaurant sa China o kahit saan. Pero hindi natin nilalahat yung mga Chinese na gumagawa ng peke. Pero madalas sila ang gumagawa talaga ng peke. So mas mabuti pang kumain na lang tayo sa bahay o bumili na lang tayo sa mga sikat na mga restaurant o mga fast food para mas safe, lalo na sa mga mahal natin sa buhay. So hanggang dito na lang. Sa next video natin, magre-react na naman tayo kung ano-ano. I-comment nyo na lang kung anong gusto nyong i-react natin. Okay, hanggang sa muli.